Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for Dragon Ball Super episode 112, and a really great episode. Great episode because it focused on two particular characters that I think we were all waiting to see waiting to see development from Cabba and Vegeta, and it was just interesting to see spotlight on these two characters in particular because, and I guess in a way it does make sense to put them together in an episode because Vegeta and Cabba are basically, like Hiroshi said, Vegeta and Cabba have this whole master and sensei have this whole master and student relationship, so to speak. So yeah, in that sense it would make sense if they were in an episode together. But yeah, they were just the focus, and they just got a lot of development, especially Cabba actually in this episode because like if there's anything I thought was a bit of a downside to this episode, it was that in the beginning we see Gohan and Piccolo fighting against the Universe six Namekians, and part of me really wanted to see a lot more of that fight, but it was but the trade-off for the trade-off was definitely worth it, I think, too. So in that sense I can't be too mad about it. I just hope one of these times we are going to get an episode devoted to that particular fight because I really want to see more. But yeah, we learned in this episode we learned in this episode a lot of what we learned in this episode of what Vegeta wants, like what Vegeta's desire is, if Vegeta's wish would be like it. But of course, this his wish is all circumstantial. But then again, based on what Frieza was doing, by the end of this episode, I think it's actually more than likely going to become a reality, which is that in the event that Universe 6 is erased, Vegeta would cast a wish on the Super Dragon Balls in order to restore it, and especially planets Salad, which, when you think about it, shows truly how far Vegeta has come as a character. Because before, in the past, when he was first introduced, he wouldn't give a crap about the fate of another planet, let alone another universe. But after everything that's happened to him from like the very beginning of the series or more or less to when he was first introduced, to this point in the story, to this point, he has found a lot that he wants to protect. Even more so even more so than I feel. Even more so than that, though, is that I feel Vegeta's wish. It almost serves two particular purposes, which is that I feel Vegeta's wish is sort of a repentance for, in like again, it's all circumstantial, of course, but in the event where, but in that event where it does happen, I think the first part of why he wants to do what he does with the wish is that he's serving as a sort of repentance for not being able to save his pretty much own homeworld. And second is, and as this is going to be a weird one to really say, but this is going to be a really weird one, and it's going to sound weird, but I think Vegeta feels he feels some sort of a longing or instinct to go to planets Salad, just so even if for a brief moment he can feel a sense of being home or among his own kind, because it is in a certain way the way Vegeta's feeling about wanting to go to Planet Salad, it really mirrors real life in a sense, because in real life there's no matter where you are or where you end up settling down, people are kind of we as people are drawn to an environment that we ourselves feel most comfortable with. Like, for instance, I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada here, and it doesn't matter where I end up going, I'm always going to be drawn here because I was born here and I lived here. So it's kind of like a natural, it's sort of a natural instinct right now. I think the Vegeta is feeling in order to go to Planet Salad, and just feel a sense of this is the closest thing to pretty much to this is the closest thing he's going to feel to being truly absolutely home. Like, I know he made a home on Earth with Bulma and Goku and all them, but it is sort of just going on like in a length. And if you think about it, it is sort of just kind of adapting more than it is actually. It's more just him adapting more than it was actually just him actually settling down in a way almost. But yeah. and Cabba reaches Super Saiyan 2 in this episode, and like I said, I feel this episode in general was just in general. I feel it was the kind of episode where we desperately needed for Cabba as a character, because ever since the Tournament of Power started, I feel he's just kind of he's been in the tournament to fill space in this one. He hasn't really gotten all that focus or all that spotlight, and here in this episode he got plenty of it. Like in this one he got spotlight and he got development, and the best thing about him getting this kind of focus from me was that from the very beginning of the episode, Cabba realized that with Hit gone, it was up to him and the other Saiyans in order to carry Universe 6 through the rest of the tournament. And I like how it took that little, and I do like how it wasn't just it wasn't just Cabba it wasn't like we know Cabba as a character is one who's always going to want to protect who's going to want to protect what is dearest to him. He's a lot like Goku in that sense, I guess, but like it really just like I think Hit getting defeated, I think it sparked something inside him that said, okay, Hit's gone, and now I need to step up to the plate, and like I said, it did a lot for it did a lot, and like I said, he ended up going Super Saiyan 2 in this episode, but he didn't go Super Saiyan 2 until he didn't go he almost liked in the beginning of his fight with that Universe 4 girl, I think, the fighter from Universe 4, yeah, the one who can puff out her body or whatever, like puff out her butt or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, when he first started fighting her, I think I think even though he had plenty of conviction to do it, he pretty much lacked the strength to do it. And it was thanks to his little pep. It was thanks to what his little interaction with Vegeta near I think the half of the episode that he was like, oh yeah, if I'm gonna say I want to protect someone, then I need the strength to do it, and with that realization, it helped him to exceed into the next level, which is Super Saiyan 2 Cabba, which the art and animation on that one was just fantastic. I've seen Cabba going Super Saiyan 2 and going all out and fighting. Yeah, that was pretty intense, but I guess it just proves that he did, with each new level, though, he is still learning, because let's talk about what Frieza did now in this episode. Frieza, you rotten, dirty bastard. You just know that Frieza did what he did to Cabba just to spite Vegeta, but now we officially know that he intends to use the Super Dragon Balls to control the gods. So that more than likely means he's going after everyone in Universe 6 now, and probably eventually Vegeta too, or honestly, like I think at this point, I think anyone who is going to end up who ends up going against Vegeta who ends up going against Frieza I think anyone who gets in the way of I think to Frieza, anyone who gets in his way of achieving his little fantasy dream right now is going to end up on his hit list. So I think Vegeta's probably on there, and the rest of Universe 6 is on there as well. So yeah, you can, but even more so than that, it was as far as Frieza's whole choice of words in this one were interesting. He said he wants to control the gods. He doesn't want to kill them. He wants to control them. So bolt on me for that, but yeah, like when he said he wants to control them, it honestly makes me wonder, like, what could his wish be in order to want to control the gods? And the only thing that makes sense right now is, in fact, is pretty much wish to be the Omni King. That's the only thing I can think of that would really make any sense. But I don't even like if okay, I know he's probably not going to get his wish, but in the event where Universe 7 does win this, of course, and Frieza decides to make his wish, decides to make his move, make his wish, it really makes me wonder, like, can the Super Dragon Balls really actually grant his wish of being the Omni King? Because if they can, those things need a serious hacks. Those things need a serious downgrade or a serious limitation. Because if they can even do that, then yeah, the universe, the multiverse, is pretty much fucked. I'm just saying that right now because wow, and honestly, if Frieza does end up becoming the Omni King, which very unlikely it will happen, but in that event where it does, it'll be I think more than what Frieza would do in that situation if he did become the Omni King was basically send all was basically send all was basically for was probably force all the gods of destruction to submission and force them to basically go is to force them to go on a rampage and basically destroy planet after planet and whatnot. Like that they are gods of destruction, so they can't do that. But I think they'd probably if that achieved, they would just be his little soldiers. He'd just use them to kill planet after planet, life form after life form. So in that sense, it really does put into perspective that the gods of destruction, they pretty much they really the biggest purpose that I think the gods of destruction serve, honestly, is almost the sort of balancer. I don't think that I don't think they actually I don't think that I don't think any of the I don't think the gods really destroy at unlike Beerus. I don't think the gods destroy at random. I think they destroy specific targets that actually do in fact need to be destroyed. I don't. But if Frieza gets his hands on their power, then he'll force them to destroy at random and any planet he deems he wants destroyed. So any planet in any universe he wants destroyed. So yeah, it really is kind of scary when you really think about it of what would happen if Frieza got just his hands on the power of the Omni King. But yeah, but I assume it won't happen because this is Dragon. This is because we have Goku waiting in the wings and because we have Goku in the wings who's waiting to fight and whatnot. Because we still have Goku in the wings and Vegeta and I think Vegeta and Goku together could probably handle Frieza. I think, but we'd have to see. Yeah, I guess it is kind of iffy in a way that the Cabba that ended up getting eliminated almost immediately after getting his development. But oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of Anime, signing off. Later, guys.